Good afternoon, ladies and gents of boys and girls and all the varieties of Destiny players out there. There is a few details when you log in. First, you'll get a notification saying that that emblem that you got for helping the blueberries survive the Dares of Eternity, aka the emblem you got for free just by playing a round of dares during a certain time, that should start to have either hit your collections or should be doing that soon. You should have gotten, that was the first pop-up. The second pop-up when you log in this morning, it's not a booster, but it is a change to Shattered Realms, in that because there's so little time left until Witch Queen, literally 22 days, 3 weeks exactly practically, the Shattered Realm rotation is now daily instead of weekly, which means that the Ascendant Anchors now rotate locations weekly, and the Shattered Realm itself will actually be a daily rotation as opposed to weekly. So nowadays, in terms of finding the collectibles, you just need 3 days of effort as opposed to 3 weeks. So if there's any collectibles per mission or anything like that that you're missing, or you're just really behind in the season itself, you have a chance to catch up before Witch Queen actually happens. You should have plenty of days, literally 3 weeks worth. 3 weeks worth of days. That being said, it's time to get into the reset and various other things. So, like I said, those were the two details that we were given this morning. We have no active boosters right now. But aside from that, our rotation for Crucible is Showdown. It is Showdown in the 3v3, or that's just the rotator match. For our Vanguard, we have the Arcadian Valley. That is Thavix, Proving Grounds. I forgot there's two things in there. Yeah, Proving Grounds is around again. And so if you wish to complete this, you will get a Adept Palindrome as well as a Adept Swarm. Adept Pali and Adept Swarm have rotated back around. And for the Nightfall, it comes with Scorched Earth for more grenades, Unstoppable Barrier for Cabal Champion Chaff for no radar, the Grandmaster modifiers of Match Game for shield matching, Equipment Lock to not change your loadout, Extinguish to go back to orbit if everyone dies, Limited Revives, meaning your limited revives, Mob Champions for boosted champion spawns, as well as Ignovune's Challenge for splash and knockback damage being increased. But that modifier will change soon come next season / next year. So this is too hard for you now. We'll just have to wait and see until next year. Nothing new with Gambit, but into the Legends tab for Vault of Glass. Last week was Fatebringer, which means this time is Strangers in Time, which is Gatekeeper. Basically, you just have to kill the Wyvern and the Praetorian at relatively the same time. Do that and you will get yourself a Time Lost Hesed Vengeance. And as well, for the Master modifier, it is boosted recovery focused armor. So if you wanted that recovery gear, I recommend you visit now. As well, with other raids going to Europa, we have the Survival Simulation. It's basically just freaking the chill Blizzard one, not the Fight the Waves of Vex one, as well as the Eventide Ruins Eclipse Zone, as well as the Dark Priestess Empire Hunt for those rotations, as well as for the Deepstone Crypt, it should be the Core 4, which is basically 10x challenge, basically 4-ball strat it, you'll finish challenge mode. Super simple for that one. And onto the moon, let's see, we have for the challenging Garden of Salvation, Link to the Chain. Don't know which that is still, I should probably find out, but that is it. For Dares of Eternity, for our rotations, for those of you still seeking Vidmaster, we have Cabal and Taken, as well as Crota for Legend Mode. So whether or not it's these encounters that you need for Vidmaster, or you just want to grind out those encounters on Legend Mode for bonus reputation, those options are here now. So, Cabal and Taken, as well as Crota Final Boss. Now, that is everything that rotated about in the world so far. This is kind of a lazy week aside from other things. I did get some good news of something that I will check out soon, and I will have a video out the same day as this, so keep an eye out for that. But aside from that, our weapon rolls for Banshee, False Promises, a PvE likely god roll, full bore for all the range, as well as chamber compensator for all the stability and recoil control. Neither high cal or light mag, both good options in both retrospective. Actually, with the exception of the knockback, light mag might be better because it keeps all the range as well as the boosted reload speed. But who needs that when you have Feeding Frenzy, aka the kill stuff get boosted reload speed perk, as well as Swashbuckler, basically melee stuff you get boosted damage. Now, 7 Seraph Carbine, this is a bit of a PvP roll. You know, chamber compensated fluted barrel for stability options, as well as alloy and appendage mag for more mags or quicker reload. Range masterwork, threat detector, elemental capacitor for the various stat boosts you want, depending on your loadout. It's all dependent, and that's pretty much the best place that one can shine. Ikelo sniper rifle, this one could be a good god roll for PvP. It does have the extended mag, which really benefits it. Stability masterwork to keep it down. 4 times the charm is good for consistent rapid damage, and box breathing is good for overall damage. But at the same time, these two kind of counteract each other. It's still a good roll either way. I didn't want to back all the way out. Now, next, a pretty good roll on the Arsenic Bite, if you so wish to use it. We have Rampage Explosive Head with a draw time masterwork, and various other arrows, options, and all that sort of thing. Let's see, what is that? Is that faster draw? Okay, there's polymer string for a faster draw time. That's the only other detail that I think is really worth it on a bow. Now, going to heavies, we do have a Temptations hook in here, which is a Whirlwind Blade Energy Transfer. Whirlwind's good, Energy Transfer is pretty meh. Sword Master's Guard, that boosts up your charge rate, so people will want that, as well as Jagged Edge. Everyone wants it. That's the most damage blade option that you can have. So, not too bad, but then, speaking of bad, Memory Interdict, Underdog, Disruption Break, and none of the magazine perks options. I would just recommend you leave that in the trash. Now, for our hunters as well, there is a handy roll. There are 2 60 rolled items at Ada for you hunters, so I recommend you go and visit them and see what they have about them. I have no idea purely what they do have, because it's hunters. I don't much care. But at the same time, if it's a 60 stat roll, I recommend you just farm dungeons on Master if you want good stat armor. Aside from that, that should be everything for the reset. Like I said, we got a new trailer. It's a part 2 of the previous trailer video I put out just this weekend, because it is the actual trailer as opposed to the Google AdSense version. With that being said, my name is Matt Scorpion. I will see you in the next video.